The public partnership was a lie.
Behind closed doors, Silicon Valley's biggest empire has just filed suit against the world's leading AI powerhouse, alleging corporate espionage, stolen hardware secrets, and systemic poaching. Apple isn't suing OpenAI over software algorithms. They are suing over hardware. The unreleased, hyper-secret physical device, designed to replace the smartphone era itself. According to court filings, OpenAI didn't just recruit Apple talent. They targeted key architects from Apple's most guarded divisions, coaxing them to transfer internal supply chain maps, proprietary blueprint schematics, and confidential engineering logs before handing in their resignations. The lawsuit names former high-ranking executives. Tang Tan, Apple's former vice president of product design, allegedly systematically funneled vendor logistics directly to Sam Altman's firm. Even more absurd? Job applicants were reportedly instructed to bring physical, unreleased Apple hardware parts into OpenAI job interviews to prove their security clearances, their technical knowledge. Another engineer, Chang Lu, is explicitly accused of exfiltrating an encrypted corporate laptop, loaded with dozens of core hardware schematics, right before jumping ship. To understand the magnitude of this rift, follow the trajectory of Jony Ive, the legendary designer responsible for the identity of the iPod, iPhone, and iMac. After departing Apple, Ive founded his design firm, Luxent, forming a discrete vehicle named I.O. OpenAI acquired control of this operation in a multi-billion-dollar push to engineer the world's first post-smartphone AI device. For Apple, this was more than a commercial loss. It was an existential betrayal. The design mind that built Cupertino's legacy was now designing its successor under OpenAI's flag. What makes this battle unprecedented is the backdrop. Apple and OpenAI are currently strategic software partners. When Apple announced the deep integration of ChatGPT into iOS and Siri, industry analysts viewed it as a marriage of convenience. Apple bought time to refine its internal AI. OpenAI gained access to over 2 billion active devices. In reality, the alliance was a Trojan horse. While engineers integrated software APIs on the surface, legal teams were assembling thousands of pages of discovery evidence underneath. OpenAI's official response dismissed the claims, stating they have no strategic interest in legacy mobile phone architecture. And that statement reveals the true war. Apple relies on hardware iterations to maintain its multi-trillion-dollar empire. But as consumer hardware hits a wall of diminishing returns and mixed reality headsets struggle for mainstream adoption, the first company to build an ambient, zero-friction AI hardware form factor will capture the next compute platform. OpenAI wants to bypass the smartphone completely. Apple cannot afford to let that happen. This lawsuit is not merely a corporate dispute over non-disclosure agreements or poaching clauses. It is the opening salvo of the post-smartphone era, a battle between the empire that defined consumer technology for 20 years and the pioneer striving to make that very empire obsolete. When giant corporate titans collide, trade secrets aren't just stolen. Platforms are rewritten.